means business. He only wears the pocket square when you're breaking stuff.
Right.
Okay, so yesterday, I said at the start of the show, the reason Trump uses fake news, and it's effective to some degree, is because there is a lot of fake news out there. Listen, I get all these guys. Kawhi says the other day, I want to be a Laker, and I start reading all these stories. Well, what about this team and this team? What GM's going to rent Kawhi Leonard for a year and give up draft picks? Danny Ainge struggles to give up a late second-round pick? Like he's going to give up Gordon Hayward and a first-round pick for Kawhi Leonard?
Well, here's what it all depends on. With Kawhi, is it Lakers or bust? Or is it Lakers are my first choice? But I like Boston. I like Philly. I like, I like the Clippers. Are there other places he would play? Well, you haven't heard anything from Kawhi. All we heard was the Lakers are his preferred destination. We've heard that about Paul George for forever, and now there's talk that he's going to stay in Oklahoma City. So, that's what it boils down to. How much does Kawhi really want to be a Laker?
Okay, so when the story broke, it said Lakers first and maybe Clippers. Boy, you'd have to go. I mean, I got to be honest with you. He doesn't feel like a Boston player. He doesn't to me.
He feels like a Laker player?
Yeah.
He doesn't feel like a Laker player to me. Now, he's a great player wherever he's at.
Okay.
But when you think about the Lakers stars, Magic, Kobe, Shaq.
He'd be the second
they're
guy.
All gregarious.
Well, Jabbar wasn't.
Jabbar was not. But for the most part, I do feel like I think Kawhi would work in Boston. I actually think basketball-wise, Boston or Philly is a great place for him. I just think I just recognize the value of staying in the East. I recognize the value. I mean, whether it is getting to the finals and attempting to win championships, whether it's even making all-star games. And don't be fooled. These things are important to players. They want to make the all-star team. And obviously Kawhi would make it in the West, but I'm just saying,
let me throw this out.
I think those would be good options.
You're Danny Ainge. So Kawhi is almost nonverbal. I mean, he's almost nonverbal. According to a source, which is Uncle Planet, he appears to like the Lakers, your all-time rival. Are you going to risk a handshake with Kawhi Leonard to give up picks and Gordon Hayward? He said he wants the Lakers through his uncle.
You're going to talk to his uncle. You're going to talk to his agent. You're going to, if you start dealing with the Spurs, who would prefer to send him east.
Yeah, I get that.
So they'll grant you permission to talk. Then you're going to talk with Kawhi too. So look, I'm not saying he's not going to be a Laker. I just don't know for a fact if it's Lakers or bust in his mind, or if it's Lakers are number one, but I like some other places too.
Okay, Stephen A. Smith says, parents of Paul George, wife of Paul George are pushing him heavy to the Lakers, but OKC can guarantee him that one last year of big income. It should be noted that's way overstated.
Yeah, totally.
Because Lakers and OKC would pay him the exact same for 4 years. He'd never have to, it'd take care of his family forever. OKC can just guarantee one more year at the end. By the way, he could get another year with the Lakers. It just, if it worked out. So when you read the story out, Broussard, I want your sources on this. Mom, wife, they're pushing you right to L.A., but I can get a little more guaranteed money OKC.
I was talking to someone yesterday about this, and there are, Paul George is from this area. So there are a lot of people here who know him.
Yes.
And they insist he's going to be a Laker. He's going to be a Laker.
I was told that 6 weeks ago when the regular season ended. I was told by somebody I trust, yeah, it's a Laker thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody, close to him seems to be saying. Now, again, he's the second guy in Oklahoma City. If he comes here with Kawhi and LeBron.
Very interesting.
He's the third guy.
But by the way, are we sure he doesn't like that? Being the third guy? Let me just throw this out there. I like Paul George a lot. He's not as good as LeBron, and I would say when Kawhi is healthy, he's just a little below Kawhi. Paul has not been a player. Again, he's not wildly verbal. He's not been great in crisis. He's not. He's in playoffs, you're like, ugh. I think Paul comes here and thinks, I get my money. And I don't have to be there. If we lose, it's not all on me. It's still going to be LeBron's team. I think he would be incredibly comfortable on a lot of nights being a second, third option and okay with it.
Certainly second option. Third option is a little different, but that's not bad. You know, Chris Bosh was a third option, and it's going to help get him into the Hall of Fame.
And he won 2 rings.
And he won 2 rings.
$100 million bucks, and he's going to.
Yeah, I think the smart money is on George coming to the Lakers. Let's just play the game, though, that he stays in Oklahoma City. Now it really gets interesting because if the Spurs don't trade Kawhi to the Lakers soon, does LeBron come here by himself and just hope that they can pull off a trade for Kawhi, or wait until summer, you know, come here and then have one season with these young kids and then wait in 2019 and hope they get another free agent? I mean, if Paul George stays in Oklahoma City, it changes everything, potentially. It really does. I think LeBron is coming here, but it would really get interesting.
You said that with a smile, almost like you're rooting for utter chaos for LeBron. Are you one of these I love LeBron but guys?
No,
like Whitlock.
No, I'm just not a guy that's like, I got to see LeBron with the Lakers. I mean, wherever he goes, I'm fine with, but I think it's going to be the Lakers. But I just haven't been pushing the LeBronzo. Like, is it LeBronzo now, or is it?
First of all,
it's not Bronzo now. It's just Lakers.
It was not pushing it. It was just a moment of brilliance that popped into my head, and we thought we'd go with it. All right, let me just say this: that Daryl Morey went to MIT, Rockets GM, genius. Danny Ainge played, really smart guy, but they're not cool. Magic's cool. Magic walks into a room with R.C. Buford and Daryl Morey. All the players want to hang out with Magic Johnson. They're over in the corner laughing with Magic Johnson. I got to be honest. 1 year ago, you didn't have 3 players lining up to be a Laker. This Magic Johnson thing in L.A., I think it's all on Magic. I think this is Magic Johnson. I went to a Laker game this year, and I saw something, Chris, that was crazy. So I had good, not great seats, 20 rows up with my son watching the game. And I'm about close to half court, maybe. And Magic Johnson comes out of the tunnel. It's incredible. The entire end zone rises to get a peek of him. All the people around me get up. It's Magic Johnson. And I'm like, dude hadn't played in 20 years. He's an old man now. Magic has this magnetic quality, Chris. Yeah. You've been around him before.
Magic is a joy to be around. I mean, really. He is. And when you talk about superstars and celebrities on that level, he is about the most personable superstar you could ever meet.
No ego, no airs.
No. I mean, he obviously has an ego, but when you are with him and around him, it doesn't come off. Like, he could be sitting on this couch and talking with us, and it wouldn't be like, I'm Magic Johnson and you're not.
Right.
And you wouldn't even feel that way. You would just feel like you're talking with a good friend. I mean, really, that's how Magic is. I've seen him with enough people. I've experienced it myself when I worked on the show with him, NBA Countdown. I mean, he is a great guy. So here's the thing. What Magic can also sell, look, LeBron obviously is a business mogul. LeBron has said he wants to be a global icon. Magic is as big as it gets in Los Angeles.
Oh, God,
there are people that'll tell you this is his city, right?
Well, if you lined up the head of Netflix, Reed Hastings, and Bob Iger and Rupert Murdoch, and I mean the titans of Los Angeles, Steven Spielberg, and Magic walked into the room, they'd be all like, hey, there's Magic.
Yes.
He's just, by the way, if he comes on this show within 24 hours, I will rename the couch the Magic Couch. That's how much I like Magic Johnson.
Well, and you better believe he's telling or will tell LeBron, I can show you, this can be all yours. And Magic also is worth
a lot.
$700 million, something like that. He made about $30 million as a player. Not a ton of money as a player.
Yeah.
It's like he has learned how to, not only make money through business, but utilize his name to make money, and all of that can be attractive to a business mogul.
I just want to do a test here. Joy, I'm going to name the player, and just as a fan, you tell me where you'd love to see him land. Okay?
Okay.
You can say anywhere. LeBron.
Lakers.
Kawhi.
Lakers.
Paul George.
Yeah, Lakers.
Okay.
But I'd be fine if you stayed in OKC.
Okay, and you're from Miami.
I don't feel as highly. I don't think as highly of Paul George as you do as a player.
Okay.
He's a heck of a third option, though.
No, he's a really good
Sure, but the Lakers do have a young core, and hopefully LeBron has learned that while veteran players are nice to have, you need more young, strong players that can last a full season, sprinkled in with some veterans.
Now, I'm not going to ask you that question because you're a journalist, and I don't want to put you in a position where it seems as though you're rooting. But it's nice to know that my new partner here feels the way I do for the bigness of the sport. I love the NBA. I want it to be big. I like Philadelphia being good. I like the Celtics being good. I wish the Knicks weren't an embarrassment. I mean, I like the idea.
I think
big brands, Colin.
I think
like
if
them.
they went to the Lakers, it would be wonderful for the league.
Oh, God.
But I also think if they or one of them went to Philadelphia or Boston, it would be great too. Now, they're not the Lakers just because it's not as they're not as glamorous of cities.
Right.
But they are still in the Eastern Conference. What kind of NBA Finals? The NBA Finals are going to feel like the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
It did this year too.
That's
so,
okay.
Yeah.
With me.
No, it'll be great, and we get to go. We're here in L.A.
I know.
So we get to go to the game.
That means nothing to me as a journalist, but it would be nice and much closer. Chris Broussard, Pocket Square, he means business. Thank you, Chris. We got Mr. Irrelevant and football top of the hour. Baron Davis stops by today. All sorts of stuff. The NBA drafts in a couple of days. Back in a second. It's The Herd.